Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Rams, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, CD. All eyes on the AFC champs. A lot of folks out there in Ohio have waited a long time for this night. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever.
It's a franchise and a fan base that's certainly been through a lot. Losing seasons, plenty of drama, a lot of failed expectations. At one point, they were winning plenty of titles in the NFL, but you have to go back to 1964 for their last one. Pre-Super Bowl era, when they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the third time in 5 years. And, of course, looking to be the first team to go back-to-back since the Patriots did it 2 decades ago.
Let me continue with that theme, partner. Run it back has become the phrase in vogue. You remember, Kansas City tried to run it back, didn't get it done. Tampa Bay tried the same, didn't get it done. Can these Rams pull it off?
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
There's just something special about Matthew Stafford in Los Angeles. 2 seasons in LA, and now 2 Super Bowl appearances. He's had them playing as well this season as when they won it all last year. And if he secures the second ring tonight, you can go ahead and start getting his Hall of Fame bust ready.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. To throw is Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Rams are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
From the 17, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Hunt. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Stafford connecting with Cup here on the out route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second and very short. Stafford looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 8. To the air again, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Stafford now to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Man, open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. And that extra yardage makes his upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And
one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Meanwhile, for the Rams, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, and he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And trouble trying the middle here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
To throw is Watson. This complete to David Bell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Stafford looks to throw again. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Akers. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. From the 31, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here in a 3rd and 8. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Chubb running right, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. A give. This is Chubb. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. They toss it left side to Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory. As they on Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And again, it's Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where do we stand right now in the fourth quarter? This one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy? They didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.